everybody, this is Lori with 405 Kitchen Chaos. The kids will be over here in a little bit and we're going to make calzones. But of course the first part of making calzones is the dough. So I'm going to go ahead and do that before they get here. Just going to make it a little easier on myself today. So here we go. First we're going to put a instant yeast packet into our water, the Rapid Rise. Brand doesn't really matter on this. So we're going to put that in our 1 cup of lukewarm water. And then we are going to put our sugar in there as well, because sugar, 2 teaspoons of sugar, because sugar helps make the yeast bloom. So we're going to stir this up, and we're going to set it aside and just let it do its thing. In the meantime, we are going to go ahead and get the dough, the rest of this going. Which one did I use to put in there? I think I used the wrong size. Alright. So that was 2 teaspoons of sugar that goes into that. Alright, now we're going to do 2 cups of, this is just a really basic pizza dough. So we're going to do 2 cups of 2.5 cups of flour, and I always use Shawnee's Best. It is the best one out there. It's all-purpose flour. They have other flours as well, but for this we're using their all-purpose flour. So we're going to do 2.5 cups. Get that backwards. All right. Just set that aside for right now, and we're going to use this one, and we're going to do a teaspoon of salt in it. I'm going to mix that up. Now that's almost ready, but it's not quite, so I'm going to go ahead and put about a tablespoon of oil in our bowl over here that we're going to be putting our dough into, so it does not stick to the bowl. I always use a sandwich bag to spread this. It's just fast and easy that way. Alright, so that's done. Put that to the side. Just another way I'm done with that. Alright, so if you look at this, you can see it's got stuff on top. That means it's bloomed. That means it's ready. So we're going to be able to add that to our flour now and mix it all together. If you want your bread to rise correctly, you have to let your yeast bloom. It just will not. Baking is chemistry. Just think of it that way. Baking is chemistry, and it has to be done in a certain way. Okay, now I'm going to get in there with my hands, and I'm going to start mixing it together better. Just like this. Now remember to subscribe to our channel, to comment, and to turn on your notifications so that you can keep up with what we're doing. Now, sometimes you may have to add a little bit more water if it's dry outside. It usually is not that dry here in Oklahoma, but for some reason today it is. So I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. A little bit at a time. Normally I don't have to, so this is really surprising that I had to, because normally I don't have to. Okay, so now I'm going to put some down on the counter, and I am going to start kneading it until it's no longer sticking to everything. It's been super hot here in Oklahoma lately, so we haven't been doing a whole lot of baking. I mean, we've been under heat advisories for like a month. So just go ahead and get it kneaded out. so it's nice and smooth. Now, I will tell you, if you have a problem with gluten, the more you need bread, the more gluten it's going to have in it. Just a little food for thought there for any of you that have a problem with gluten. The more you need the bread, the more gluten it has. The more you work it, the more gluten. Okay, we are going to put it in our bowl right here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the top of it, just a smidgen. And spread that around a little bit. Just like that, just a smidgen. Oh, too much. That way it doesn't stick anywhere. And then I'm going to cover it up with some plastic wrap and let it rise. Plastic wrap is no fun. Alright, now by the time the kiddos get over here, this will be have risen, and we can finish making our calzones. So I told you that the kids were going to be coming over. So look, a kid. So this is one that Reagan wanted to do. So we've got our dough that's been rising. So now we're going to cut it in fourths like this. Okay, evenly in fourths, and then we're going to roll them. Take them and kind of roll them together, like kind of go like this with them. See what I'm doing? Yeah. So that it ends up being a nice pretty little ball here in a minute. Hopefully. I'll put that one to the side for a minute. And I told you we were under a heat advisory in Oklahoma, and I was not kidding.
It's really hot.
Yes, it is.
I was out for a little bit today.
Alright, so I'm going to give you a little bit of this too, for your little ball. Which rolling pin do you want?
That one.
Okay, so we're going to roll them out into a circle. So just keep turning it like that, okay?
Okay.
Roll it, turn it, roll it, turn it. Just like that. Roll it, turn it. Some of them is going to be a little bit bigger than others, but even though we try for it not to be, but that's the way it is. Alright, so when you get it to about this thickness, that's when we're going to put the stuff in it, okay?
It's not ready yet.
I had a spoon, but there it is. So, I'm going to spread out a little sauce. I don't like a lot of sauce, so I'm not going to go crazy with it. And you don't want to get it too close to the edges because you've got to put it all together. Okay? And I like using the Rodeo's homemade pizza sauce. I think it's the best. You can use whatever kind you want, but I really think that's the best. So now I'm going to put some pepperonis on it, because everybody in this family loves the pepperonis. Huh?
Oh yeah.
You keep it all on one side because you're going to be putting it over anyway. So there's that. And then I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. Mozzarella and cheddar. And then I'm going to put it like this. Okay, so I think you're ready for this. Okay, now watch what I'm doing here. We're going to pinch it in. Bring it up and pinch it in. Bring it up and pinch it in. Bring it up and pinch it in all the way without breaking the dough, okay? Just like this. I'm getting a little messier than I wanted to. Got that sauce a little too close, I think. Okay, and then we're going to put it over here on this board right here on this thing so it can rise again. Okay, yeah, that's plenty. Go ahead, it doesn't have to be in any certain order, just go ahead and put them on there. Okay, so now, while you're doing that, I'm going to wipe off my counter right here that has this on there, and I'm going to do another one.
did it. It's a little messy, but.
But you did it. Okay, give me a second and I'll have another one ready for you, okay?
I did it. I feel accomplished.
What is it you always say about stuff?
Make sure you trust the process.
Yes. There you go. Now, do anyone want anything in them? No, but let's just do this one cheese, because I think Kylie doesn't. No, that and cheese. Okay? Because I think that'll make Kylie happy. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I don't think she would like pepperoni. So.
Yeah, so we're going to do it this way to make her happy. And then we'll come back in a minute after we get these all over there for them to rise again. And then we'll put them outside in our natural proofer that we have that's called Oklahoma. Put it outside, it'll proof it, and then it'll be ready. Okay, I'll finish that one up if you want to, and you can do, if you want pepperoni in that one, you can do a little pepperoni in that one, it's whatever. I just wanted to make sure we had one for Sissy. Because I know Nevaeh, she's just kind of come around and eat everybody's crust.
Yeah.
Now usually you try not to get the sauce on the outside, but when you're doing family cooking and you're cooking with grandkids or kids, they're learning. So this happens and it's okay. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, that's good. That's plenty.
Spread it out a little bit.
Okay, so put that pepperoni on. Pepperoni. Okay, I'm gonna put this one over for you right here, and then I'm gonna take this one outside and I'll come back to that one. You should be done. Okay. Okay, so with this, what I want you to do is we have an egg wash here, and I'm gonna want you to just spread it really thin as much as you can all over it like that, okay, on all of them, because it'll help it get a beautiful brown.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you come over and do that, and I'm going to go over and put the slits in it. And the reason we're putting some slits in it is to let out the steam. Okay, so go ahead and do that one. And then I'm going to have you put them in the oven, and we're going to cook them at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes, okay? So I'll open the oven and you stick them in there. Shut it. Okay, now we're going to set our timer for 20 minutes, and it'll let us know, and we'll see you back in a few. Alright, so these are our homemade calzones. They don't look professional, of course, but hey, we're not professional cooks, are we?
No, we're not.
Alright, so thank you for watching, and I hope you tried this recipe.